Okay, so let us continue with bills of exchange. Now, we are going to see how the journal entries are prepared. Okay, and in this chapter, we have certain situations, various cases, and under various cases, how the journal entries will be passed. That is what we are going to see. Okay, so the first case is retaining of bill. I'll tell you what it is. Okay. First case is retaining of bills. Retaining of bills means that, so we know that we have a document now. The bill of exchange is prepared. Okay. And the seller will safely keep it with him. He is not doing anything with this particular bill. This bill is safely kept in his locker, on his table, inside his file, somewhere. Okay, it is kept with him safely. Then, on the date, which date? Due date. On the due date, seller will take this bill to Mr. B, who is the buyer, and ask him to pay the money. Am I clear? Mr. A is the seller, Mr. B is the buyer. So, credit sales took place between them. And for that, as a proof, Mr. A, the seller, has prepared the bill of exchange. Agreed? Okay. This particular bill of exchange is safely kept with Mr. A. Okay, Mr. A keeps this bill safely in his locker or safely in his file. Anyway, it is kept very safe with himself. Now, on the due date, when it is the date to get the payment, he will take this bill of exchange to Mr. B and ask him to make the payment. Clear? That is the situation. That is called retaining of bills. It is retained. Bill is retained with whom? The drawer. Okay. So now we are going to see how the journal entry is recorded in the books of drawer. Okay. Drawer, how is he going to record this case in his books? How is he going to journalize it? That is what we are going to see. Clear? The first journal entry is related to credit sales. Credit sales. Sales took place. That is what we are going to record first. Okay? What is the journal entry? When the goods are sold on credit. What is the journal entry? Yes, the normal journal entry. The credit sales. How do you record it? Fast. I know it's the last hour and all are tired. Sitting at home. Credit sales, what is the entry? Akshay, tell me what is the entry?
Cash account that took to sales.
Who account?
Cash account.
It is credit sales. Then from where does you have cash? Credit Credit sales means what is debited? Debtor. Correct? If it is Mr. See, A and B. A is the seller, B is the buyer. Then how do you write the journal entry? Aparna, how do you write the journal entry?
Ma'am, X account debtor to sales.
X account debtor to sales. Now here I told you the name B. A and B. Okay. So B account debtor to sales. So it is not cash. So let us write the journal entry as drawee. Drawee is the debtor, no? In this case. Drawee account debit to sales. Drawee account debtor to sales. Clear? So the first journal entry is related to credit sales. So credit sales, there is no confusion, I hope so. Drawee is the debtor. What is the situation? Sold goods to B on credit. Then we write the journal entry as B account debtor. B account debtor to sales. So B means he is the drawee. So drawee account debtor to sales. Okay? Clear, no? Okay. Now, the next journal entry is related to drawing of bills. Drawing of bill. Bill is drawn. We are going to create a bill. Prepare a bill. So, the journal entry is bills receivable. Bills receivables account debit to drawee. Drawee. Bills receivables account debit. For the business, it is a bill to be received. Okay. So, bills receivables, that is the name that we give to record in the books. Bills receivables. The debtors. Debtors means the person who owes money to the business. The same amount, when it is prepared in the document, it becomes bill of exchange, and that is recorded as bills receivables account. What is it, Anish? What is the problem? What is the doubt? Ask.
Ma'am, bills receivables.
That's what I'm telling you. Who's debtor? One who owes money to the business. Yeah, that is drawee. Here, when we talk about bills of exchange, we call the debtor as drawee. Okay, and so the drawee or the debtor owes money to the business. No, that same money, when we are talking about that bill, if it is prepared in the document, it is called bills receivables. Bills receivables. Bills receivable. The bill to be received. Bill receivables. Okay. So this bills receivable is an asset. We consider it as an asset. Drawee, debtors, they are also asset. Okay. So the bills receivable account debtor to drawee account. That is the journal entry. Now, what is the case we are studying now? The case is called Retainment of bill, retaining of bill. So this bill is prepared and it is, I told you, it is kept safely with the seller, the drawer. So the third case is retaining of bills. Retaining of bills. Retaining of bills, you don't have to make any journal entry. No journal entry, no entry to be passed during this time. It is kept simply with the seller. Nothing is taking place there. It is simply kept. Then why should we write any entry? There is no need of any entry. The situation is retaining of bills. So the third step is retainment of bill. There you don't have to pass any entry. No entry. Okay? Okay. Clear now? Now, moving to the fourth entry. Fourth entry is related to honor of bill. Honor of bill. Honor of bill means payment is received. When it is due date, payment will be received. Payment is received. Payment is received. Payment is received. So what does that mean? Cash is coming inside the business. So what is to be given debit? Whenever cash comes inside the business, come to the business, then we will write it as cash or bank. Cash or bank account debit. Cash or bank account debit. Cash came inside. And what is getting cancelled? Bills receivable cancelled. Bills receivables account. 2. Cash account debtor. 2. Bills receivables account. Okay. Okay. Now, there is one more case. The fifth one. One more case that is related to dishonor. Dishonor. Dishonor of bill. Dishonor of bill means payment not received. On the due date, B is not making the payment. On the due date, when the payment is not made, then the bill is dishonored. So, again, journal entry will be drawee. Drawee account debit. Again, debtor increase. 2. Bills receivable account. This is the journal entries for the first situation, that is retaining of bills. I repeat, listen everyone, I repeat once again, these are the journal entries that we write it in the books of drawer. Okay, drawer. Drawer means one who prepares the bill, the seller. Oh, sorry. Drawer means you can also write it as seller. He is the seller. Drawer is the seller. or he is the one who prepares the bill? Okay, prepares the bill. So first journal entry is related to credit sales. Credit sales. So debtor account debit to sales. Here, who is the buyer? Buyer is drawee. So the entry became drawee account debtor to sales. Okay, that is the first one. Now, the second journal entry is related to now the sales took place. What is the next step? We will prepare the bill. Drawing of bill. So drawing of bill, the journal entry is bills receivables account debit to drawee. Bills receivables account debit to drawee. Okay, so the bill is prepared. Second journal entry is related to preparation of bill. Fine. Now we are learning the case related to retainment, retaining of bills. The bill is prepared and it is safely kept with the drawer. So at the time of retaining of bills, no entry, not required. Okay. And the fourth step is honor of bill. Honor of bill means it is the date, due date has arrived. The seller is going to get the payment. So honor of bill means payment is received. Then payment received. So cash came inside, cash or bank. Cash account debit to bills receivables. Okay. Now the next one is dishonor of bill. That is a second next case. If it is not honored, that means it got dishonored. This honor of bill and dishonor doesn't come together. Any one will take place. Either it will be honored, you will receive the money. If it is not received, that means it is dishonored. Clear? Okay. Dishonor of bill, the entry is drawee account debtor to bills receivables. I'll give you 2 minutes time. Peacefully read the 5 transactions, 5 cases. The middle one is retaining of bill. There is no entry to be passed. This is the case of whom in the books of drawer, seller. Okay. So, finish? Completed reading? Okay. Now we will see the journal entries to be prepared in the books of Droy. Droy is also a business. So, how will Droy in the books of Droy? How was the same cases written in the books of Droy? Clear? Sorry. Clear? The topic is clear, no? So the first case was how these entries will be passed in the books of drawer. Now, next we are going to see how the drawee, the buyer, will record it, the same cases, the same situations. How is this drawee going to record the same in his books? Okay, so just see the drawer book. What was the first entry in the drawer's book? Krishna, what was the first entry in the drawer's book?
Draw a conductor to sales.
No, I need, what is it? What was that case?
Credit sales.
Credit sales. In the drawer, for the drawer, it was credit sales. So what is it for drawee? For the drawer?
Purchase.
What purchase?
Credit purchase.
Credit purchase. For the drawer, it was credit sales. So, from the point of view of drawee, for drawee, what is it? It is credit purchase. Okay, credit purchase. So, the first entry is related to credit purchase. Credit purchase. So, how is the journal entry? Credit purchase. Purchase is always debit. So, purchase account debtor to drawer. To drawer. If you are getting confused with this drawer and drawee, just for yourself, you can make a note. Drawer is A, drawee is B. So we are seeing the books of B. Okay. So for B, what is this case? Purchased goods from A. That is what we are entering. Correct? So, purchase account debtor to A. That is how the entry comes. Correct? A is the drawer. That's why we have written it as drawer, credited. Drawer is credited. Purchase account debtor to drawer. Okay? So, the first entry related to credit purchase. Now, just compare the first entry of drawer and drawee. Just see, look at the journal entries. Make a comparison. First one is for drawer, it is sales. Drawee, it is purchase. So for drawer, drawee account debtor to sales. And for drawee, it is purchase account debtor to drawer. Okay? Okay. And what is the next entry related to drawer? The case was drawing of bill. So coming to drawee, what it will become? What it will be? A is drawing a bill. So what is the action to be done by B? Bill drawn by A should be accepted. Yeah? Bill is prepared. So what should B do? Buyer do? Buyer should accept it. So acceptance of bill. Acceptance of bill. Acceptance of bill. So the entry becomes drawer's account debtor, drawer. Drawer's account debtor to, for the drawee, what is this bill? This bill should be paid. So we will write it as drawer's account debtor to bills payable, payables account. For the drawer, it is something to be received. So it became bills receivables account. Okay. For the drawee, it is something to be paid. Payment should be done. So it is bills payable. Bills payable is liability. Liability for whom? For the drawee. For the buyer, it is liability to pay the bill. Okay. Acceptance of bill. Now, what was the third one? Third one was related to retaining of bill. Retaining of bill. Again, coming to drawee. Is there anything to be done by the drawee? He has signed retaining of bill. The drawee has signed a bill and his part is cleared. Now, the drawer keeps it with him. So, regarding the drawee also, there is nothing to do, no entry. Okay? No entry to be passed by the drawee also regarding retaining of bill. Now the next case is, the fourth one is honor. Honor of bill. Honor of bill means regarding the drawee, this means that payment is done or payment is made. Honor of bill. The drawee, we are talking about drawee's book. So, the entry is bills payable account debit, liability decrease, to cash or bank account. He is making the payment. So cash, which is an asset, decrease. Okay. Bills payable account debtor to cash or bank. Cash or bank. Okay. And if the payment, he is not able to make the payment, means the case becomes dishonor. Dishonor of bill. Dishonor of bill. Dishonor of bill. So, dishonor of bill, the entry is bills payable account debit to drawer. Bills payable account debtor to drawer. Yes. So once again, in the books of drawee, in the books of drawee, the first cases related to credit purchase. So the entry is purchase account debit to drawer. The second one is acceptance of bill. The drawer prepares a bill and that will be accepted by the drawee. So in the books of drawee, he write it as drawer's account debtor to bills payable account. Now we are discussing the situation regarding retaining of bill. Retaining of bill means the bill accepted by the drawee is taken by the seller, the drawer, and it is kept safely with him. He will take it out only at the time of due date for collecting the payment. Okay. So retaining of bill, there is nothing for the drawee to do related to it. So no journal entry. And when it is due date, when it is time to make the payment, the drawee will make the payment. That is honor of bill. Honor of bill. The payment is done. Then the journal entry is bills payable account debtor to cash or bank account. Okay. Then dishonor of bill. If he is not making the payment, he doesn't have money, so he doesn't make payment. Then the situation becomes dishonor of bill. Dishonor of bill. So entry is bills payable account debtor to drawer. Okay. So for today, this topic is enough. Retaining of bills. In the books of drawer and drawee, you have 4 journal entries. Actually, there are 5 situations. Retaining of bill, you don't have anything. You don't have to pass any journal entry. So journal entries, you have 4. Okay? Okay. That's it. So today I started with chapter bills of exchange. I told you what is bills of exchange and also told you about promissory note. Then we spoke about the parties to bills of exchange. They are drawer, drawee, payee. Then types of bills, after date bill and after sight. The 2 terms, after date, after sight. Then the calculation of due date. Due date. Either date of bill or date of acceptance plus the period of the bill plus 3 days of grace. So that is called grace period. Now, when the due date falls on a already declared calendar holiday, then payment should be done on the preceding day. If it is an unexpected holiday, then payment should be done, that is the due date will be taken as the succeeding day, the next day, the very next day. Okay? Then what is the case? Then we saw the journal entries in the books of drawer as well as in the books of drawee. And the case was retaining of bills. Retaining of bills. That is, the accepted bill by the buyer, the drawee, okay, the drawer is keeping it with him. The seller is keeping it safely with him. He is not doing anything with the bill. There is a document. It is a document actually. This document is safely kept in his locker or in his file. He is not touching it. He is not touching it. He will take it out only on the due date for getting the payment. That is the situation. Clear, no? Okay. So that's all for today.